Hello and hi, welcome to Yedidia Shofet.net and welcome to Parshat of the week, Parshat Pinchas. In this week's Parsha, a lot of people became leaders or were appointed to leadership. And Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our greatest leader of all, what did he do? He requested one thing from God. As it says in the Pasuk, Vayidaber Moshe el Adonai lemor. Very rarely you see this type of Pasuk, in which that Vayidaber Moshe, that Moshe, he doesn't say Vayomer, he doesn't say that he says, but rather he uses the more of a stronger tense, Daber, and he besieges from God. He's requesting Lemor, saying that please do such a thing. Saying, what is he asking? What is he so worried about? He's worried about his flock. He's worried about his pride, his joy, the Bnei Israel. He's worried about the children of Israel. And he tells God that, listen, Yifkod Adonai Elohei Aruchot lechol basar ish al ha'edah. He says, please God, the God of all spirits of all flesh, the one who knows all, please choose a man in ish al ha'edah, choose a man over his edah, over the entire congregation, meaning choose a leader. Please. So the whole problem over here is that, of course, we go on to the next verse, and the next verse says that choose a leader in order that they do not stay without a shepherd. You don't want them to be a flock without a shepherd. But what was Moshe Rabbeinu's point? Of course another leader is going to be chosen. Why are you begging and hoping that God chooses a leader, and especially with such terminology of Elohei Aruchot, the one who knows everything? What is Moshe Rabbeinu implying over here? So he says beautifully in Rashi, Rav Shlomo Yitzchaki, the commentary, he says, when it says the words Elohei Aruchot, the God of all spirits, he's saying that appoint a leader, that since you know every single inclination, every spirit of every single person, you have to choose, please, someone who the leader knows how to differentiate just as well each and every inclination of every person. What does that mean? So there's a story of a rabbi. His name is Rav Zev of Zebarz. This rabbi, he was sitting by Seudah Shalishit, the third meal on Shabbat. Usually it's eaten at the synagogue. And he's sitting there with all of his students, all his Talmidim. And there was one kid all the way in the back, and he started to eat a radish, a torobche. And this radish, while he's crunching and munching, making such noise, everyone looks at him and they say, what is wrong with you? You're a glutton. Shame on you. Is this how you eat in front of your rabbi? They said this all in whispered voices, in hushed voices. So the rabbi didn't actually hear what they said. But the rabbi saw a kid holding a red radish with a very red face. So the rabbi, he sensed something was going on. So he tells the kid, please, my dear, come here. So the kid, he comes close to the rabbi. And the rabbi says, please, can I have some radish? So the kid says, of course. He gives him the radish. And the rabbi takes the radish and eats even louder than the kid. The rabbi saw that the kid, he was suffering from the embarrassment among his peers. And he wanted to show that, look, no worries, no problem. Elohei Haruchot, God of all spirits. HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees, God sees each and every person as an individual. He doesn't see us all as just a congregation. Each of us have a little difference from one another. We are not all the same exact being. You know how they say no two snowflakes are the same. That's why the Pasuk, it says, Ish al ha'edah, a man, a single man, on the entire congregation. That he doesn't just say a leader, but a single man, to also show another point. Each and every person should be dealt with individually. Each and every person, their needs should be tended to individually. That is the true epitome of a leader. When Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was saying Vayidaber, when he was beseeching from God and begging God, he wasn't just asking that please take care of the people. He was rather asking that please make sure that they're taken care of. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu wanted. He wanted that each and every person, their inclination, the toleration that you have with each and every person should be taken care of. That is the idea of a true leader. And that is the inspiration that each of us get when we are dealing with a friend, or when we're dealing with someone that we can actually help. That you have to treat every situation all by itself. Every single moment is unique, especially with somebody else. We are all an ish al ha'eda. We're all that single individual with many other individuals. Have a beautiful Shabbat and a Shabbat Shalom.